here some pink dots, and then those green sesame-like dots as what? Spore. This is what? Pure culture. Means it's what? It's one kind of bacteria. And then some still what? In the cell form, but some already what? Shrink as a spore. As long as you see the spore, this bacteria is a spore-forming bacteria. Make sense? So here, let's practice less practical question. If, for example, you see this kind of view under the microscope, we will ask you, is this bacteria spore-forming? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Okay. Second, the spore take what kind of stain color? Green. Spore take which stain color? Primary one or secondary one? You see, spore take which one? That's why when I introduce those staining procedure, I always tell you after each step what's the color. Means what? We will ask you this question in lecture. If you what just stop at that step, then what kind of result? Or if you forget add some things, what's what the result? Or what? Ask you those cells take which stain color. That's why I go that detail. You understand? So when you study this staining procedure, not just try to remember, okay, try to understand it. Otherwise, if you just try to remember those steps, you cannot answer this question. One more time. When you see the spore is a spore-forming bacteria, it's very easy, right? And then the second question will ask you, this spore will take which stain color? Primary one or secondary one? Primary one, because look at here. What do we say? We need to use the heat to drive this one into. So the spore will in what? Green color. And then this one cannot get into because there is no any heat. That's why spore in green color, not what? A mixture of green and pink, right? So the spore take which stain color? Primary stain color, which is malachite green. Then the third question, is this one the spore staining procedure as a simple staining procedure, or is the differential staining procedure? So you forgot. At the beginning, when I introduce that specific preparation, I give the introduction first. We say, okay, we need to make a bacteria smear and then do the heat fixation and then do the staining procedure. For the staining procedure means we need to put a dye on it and then do that staining one. For the dye, we immediately divide into basic one, acidic one. And then what's the basic one do? What's the acidic one do? And then staining procedure, if only one stain used, stain all the things in the same color, it's a simple stain. And then if more stain used, stain in different color, some in green, some in pink, this time it's a simple or differential? Differential. So for the spore, this is a result of simple stain of the differential one. Differential one. So when you prepare test, you need to find all the things together. I kind of can guarantee more than 90 or even what 95 or 100% of what information out of my notes. But what you can put those right information in the test or not. It's on your hand right now. I organize these notes in very what related way. You probably don't understand why I kind of write this way, write that way. I have a purpose, you know. So my notes is what very helpful and useful what the document to prepare test. When you study these notes, not just one time, okay, at least 3 times, you know, at least 3 times. Almost when you look at this information, immediately you pop out. When you see this one, look at here. When you see this one, immediately need to remind you what all the page, all the information here. You can, if you can reach this kind of level, you probably it's okay. But if you look at this, you start to think about what's the things here. Probably what not good enough, not good enough. Okay. Today I will start to talk about the lecture exam number 1 because I want to tell you the coverage, the format, and then you can start to prepare that exam. You don't need to, you cannot wait until what? Until Monday or Tuesday, probably not enough time for that test. So after I finish the topic, and then I will talk about the first lecture exam. Okay, another